Yeah, it's Big Fan Breezy. I apologize for the delay, but we back at it and we talking about the draft, baby. Let's get it.
Big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Look at this.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y.
Right, shout out to Big. The top podcast. Let us Oh, yeah, go, Wake up! Wake up! Hey! Wake up, you heard?
Yeah, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, and the Nets is fresh off the draft with Noah Clowney, Dariq Whitehead, and Jalen. What's his name? Oh man, we got Jalen Wilson. So listen, man. I want you guys to be excited, man. I was just watching the Sean Marks talk about Dariq Whitehead, and they say he would have been probably a lottery pick if he didn't get injured. And they said they feel comfortable around Dariq Whitehead because they think that he's a great player. And on top of that, they know exactly. They said the player development guys around him and the performance team around him, is going to be a good look. So they're not even trying to stress him in the beginning as far as his career. They said they cool with him not playing in the summer league. When we look at Dariq Whitehead and see why the Brooklyn Nets are interested in him, you could see that he's a shooter, man. He 42% behind the arc. That's what he do. Oh shit, they ain't showing me his stats because he just became a Brooklyn Net, so they ain't showing me his stats. I'm gonna see if I can get some college stats in here. Word. Dariq Whitehead. I think he gonna be a good player. He's 6'7". I think he from Newark, New Jersey. Word. He might be from Newark, New Jersey. If he knew from Newark, New Jersey, that greediness they said they was looking for, you definitely get it from a player from Newark, New Jersey. Jersey is a tough place. And trust me, I know. Dariq Whitehead, 3 things to know about Nets' second first round pick in NBA draft. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about Dariq Whitehead. Number 7. He said the next KD. You funny. Nah, man. I don't know, man. We gonna see. We gonna see. We learning about Dariq Whitehead right now, man. Trying to figure out how good of a player he is. Let's see. I think that him picking the number 7 means something. Maybe his favorite player is Kevin Durant. Who knows? But he's a Garden State native. Whitehead was born in Newark, New Jersey before moving to Florida to play high school basketball. Highly ranked recruit, the 6'7" forward was a consistent 5-star recruit and ESPN's number 2 ranked player in the 2022 class. Wow. Did not know that. Last year, Whitehead was named Mr. Basketball USA, Naismith Prep Player of the Year, and the McDonald's All-American Game MVP, where he scored a recorded 13.7 boards and 7 assists. Okay. All right, we learning a little bit about him, and so far I like this stat line: 13.7 boards, 7 assists. It shows that he impacts winning. That's he's not just doing one thing; he impacts winning. I like it. He said he only a good player the next 2 is mid. Nah, we'll see. We ain't get there yet, Barry. Just take it easy. Behind the arc threat, Whitehead was a great shooter from 3-point range in his lone season. Also, okay, so he only played 1 season, then he entered the draft. Kind of like Kyrie Irving. The 18-year-old shot 42%. He's 18 years old. Now, remember when I told y'all that we had all of these different player development coaches? That's the significance by them getting an 18-year-old. I told y'all that the Brooklyn Nets are gonna focus on these players that they select. And 18 years old says a lot. It means they're not trying to rush him to be great this year, and they make the decision on whether they like him or not in this one season. By getting him at 18 and having him in the NBA, he might be the youngest player the Nets ever drafted. For one, for two, it's interesting to know that we trying to build around a player like that, and for him then to be confident in him, knowing, you know what I mean, that he missed some time and he's a rookie. They see a high upside in this young man. Shout to my guy. It's looking good for the Brooklyn Nets. I like Dariq already. The 18-year-old shot 42.9, basically 43%. 42.9% from three-point land in 28 games last year. In the first round of the NCAA tournament, Whitehead finished the 13 points with 3 for 3 behind the arc in a 74-51 victory over Oral Roberts University. Okay. Shout out to my guy Brock working the building. What's goody? You talking about these new rookies that we just drafted, man. He a Jersey native. I like him. You know what I'm saying? Based off of what I see right here, looking at Dariq Whitehead, I like what I see. You know, he's 18 years old, man. He gotta be nice. Ain't no way in the world he can't hoop if he 18 and he getting drafted. I mean, they definitely focus on him playing for the long run. I was listening to Sean Marks, and I think they Brooklyn Nets even got a press conference where they listen to these players. And I like to watch those press conferences. I had actually pulled up before I seen it, but I like to see the mindset of these players because I think that's what separates the talent. You got some players that have equal amount of talent, and the mindset what separates who's good and who's great, who's willing to put in the work and the effort to continue to do what it takes to get to the NBA and have a work ethic to continue to consistently be good at basketball at this level. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested, man. I like Dariq Whitehead so far. You know, I think YouTube I think they be, you know what I'm saying, blocking out my my channel when every time I try to get highlights. I'll be trying to let y'all see some highlights. But maybe if I do it in a different type of way, I could get y'all to see these highlights. You feel what I'm saying? Without it being no issues. I'm gonna see what I can do. Please, YouTube, relax, take it easy. I see other pages, they be having highlights. Don't do me like that. They say here NBA level shooter. This is 1 minute of highlights. No, let's watch this one. See what they say about Dariq. Go ahead. No, I don't want to see this one. Matter of fact, let me see this one. They talking on that one. I just want to see straight highlights. All right, so here we go.
Expected to be chosen in the first round of Thursday's NBA draft. Chris Lee spoke to ESPN college basketball analyst Chris Spatola, who explains why Whitehead would have benefited from another year at Duke.
I don't think anybody expected that he would shoot 42% from three this season. He's got a little bit of a flat shot. And so does anybody see him as a 42% shooter in the NBA? I don't necessarily see him as that yet. I see him more as the player that we thought he was going to be coming in. That slasher, that athlete. There's just a lot of stuff that I think you're going to ask or want Dariq Whitehead to do that I think he's still too young to fully embrace, to fully work at. And then ultimately, you don't know if he could ever get there just based off his body of work or his incomplete body of work at Duke.
I mean, that's his opinion, I mean, I totally feel like Dariq Whitehead is going to be big time for the Brooklyn Nets because, you know, with Joe Harris being pretty much on an expiring contract, you know what I'm saying? We can't really rely on him to you know what I'm saying, be there for us, especially because he might get traded, man. Let's just call it what it is. He might get traded. So this is the interview where they, you know, they introducing him. You know, let's just watch this together. You know what I mean? We can watch a little bit of this, but they talk about it. I kind of wanted to tap into this to see what.
Good morning and welcome. Some familiar faces out there and a lot of new ones, which is fun and exciting at this point. You know, I obviously like to welcome the three young men on stage here, Noah, Derek, and Jalen, and welcome them to the Nets family, along with the many family members and representatives we see in the crowd here. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for trusting us with these young men. As I mentioned to a couple of you guys, I can only imagine the nerves and you know, the jitters. It's over with, but you know, this new journey just starts right now.
Yeah,
so
can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear the interviews?
To get to know them, you know, over the draft.
Let me know. Throw some ones in the chat if y'all
and
can
watch
hear
them. You know, throughout their careers so far, their college careers so far. Fine young men. Loved getting to meet them in the interviews, and I'm sure you guys will get to talk and get to meet them, get to know them over the process of their careers here as Nets. But I can't speak high enoughly about all three of them and obviously how they were raised. So again, credit to the families out there. Loved watching
what up,
how
Ross?
each one of these
Appreciate
guys played throughout their careers. They played with a chip on their shoulder. They're competitive, and you guys have heard me enough talk about.
Yo, cause I would have overtalked why he said that. He said all three of these players play with a chip on their shoulder. We need that. We lost two with. We already know with our story. We need players that's playing with a chip on their shoulder. Something to prove. I like that. Let's continue. Let's see what's up.
What it takes to succeed here in Brooklyn, and that is, you have to be competitive. You know, in order to survive in this borough, do something special here in Brooklyn. That's going to be the number one key. Character, heart, commitment, all those things these guys have shown over their careers. We've watched them on the court, off the court, behind the scenes, the people we've met, people we've talked to, and got rave reviews from everybody. But how they've played, you know, I can't wait, as I said last night to some of the media members, I can't wait to get these guys in front of our coaching staff, in front of our developmental coaches, and get their hands all over them. I think that's really important when, you know, I can't teach 7'3" wingspan. So, you know, I can't teach the heart. I can't teach the championship characteristics that these guys will have. So they're coming in here with some things that, you know, exemplify what it means to be a Brooklyn Net. And then when we get our coaches on them, it's going to be a really fun journey to see what happens in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years and see where they are down the road. So again, welcome guys, and thank you. Welcome to our Nets family. So.
Yeah, from a coaching perspective, just you have an extended family now. So yeah, I'm a parent. Actually, my kid is the same age as those two right there. So know how it is to give your child and have them trust and grow up in a different situation, different environment. So we pride ourselves on taking care of people, and we're going to do that. We talked about a few things at the end of the year, and these three encompass a bunch of things, but the toughness and the talent is undeniable. We talked about infusing some youth and reestablishing our culture. And these three men up here, man, they are, you know, I'm a simple dude. They are high character individuals. And so we want to reestablish who we want to be as an organization by having three individuals like this sitting in front of you. So Sean talked about coaches being ready to get our hands on you. Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to establishing a relationship with the family and you three guys. So sometimes you don't know if your cup is half full or if it's half empty, but you got a cup, bro. So you got a cup, you got a chance, you got an opportunity. That's all you can ask. You got a cup.
Chris Carino, Brooklyn Nets. 2 questions. First, Jacques, Is there any secret handshake or anything with Jalen from being Kansas? Is there a Rockhawk Jayhawk thing going on?
Somehow we were seated next to each other, but I don't know how that happened.
I don't know how that happened. But Derek, coming back to your home area, how excited are you to be playing here?
I'm very excited, being away from home at a young age, going to high school in Florida. And then this the first time when my family going to be able to like fully watch me play, with everybody, friends and family. So like I said, I'm excited and, just thankful for the opportunity.
Christian Winfield, New York Daily News. Sean, you've mentioned the interviews maybe 2 or 3 times now in the last 12, 13 hours. Just is there a commonality in the interviews that you had with each one of these guys that stands out to you, or was the interview process unique for each one of them?
It's always a little unique, right? Because they're individuals, but how mature each one of these guys are. I mean, Jacques mentioned before that he's got a couple of boys at home that are similar ages, and so do I. And I'd be extremely proud, if these guys were my kids. So, you go through the interview process, and that's one little check the box as you go. What you see, what you hear, and so forth. And when you get to know them, and I don't expect them to know me really well yet, but you hope, give it a month, give it 2 months as we continue to form these bonds throughout the organization. They'll see that.
Yo, lad, what's good, Brody?
And off we go.
I was waiting for you to pull up,
Evan
man,
Barnes
so we
Tuesday.
can kick it.
Noah, this is
man. You funny as hell. He was like, "Yo, man, I don't like that. Yo, just pull up." Man. Word, but yeah, man. It's the post game, not post game, but post draft, and they just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see what's up with them. All right, that's Noah. Yo,
New York Post.
Yo, talk to me, man. Now it's the off season. You've been talking about the off season. I know you're excited. I just want to give you the floor, I want to give you the floor, homie. Talk to me, man. What you feel about last night's draft?
At first, I was hot. You know what I mean? And then I had to take a minute. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I like the picks, man. They not the picks I thought we was gonna take or what I would have liked. You feel me? But
yeah,
I mean you feel me? They got some hot upside players, man. So I can't. You feel me? I checked them out even more because I knew about Derek Whitehead, but I didn't really look into him like much like that. You feel me?
Yeah, but who you like? If anything, who you like more? Who's your favorite draft pick that we got? You said Derek Whitehead. You want to talk about him?
Yeah, I like Derek Whitehead, man. But
okay.
Jalen Wilson too. He another one. I had him on my board too to for us to draft him, but that was last season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He played 4 years in college. I thought he was going to declare last season for the draft, but he didn't. And okay. I didn't even know he declared this year. You know what I'm saying?
Who you talking about?
Jalen Wilson.
Wilson, okay, the 51st pick.
Yeah, he dropped way too low, bro.
Okay.
Because
talk to me.
He won a national championship with Kansas.
Yeah.
He was averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. You feel me?
Yeah. 20
that's
points,
solid.
He's averaging 20 points?
Yeah, in college.
Yeah, that is. I fuck with that. Solid, my guy. What? 20 points? I'm rocking with that.
Yeah, and then the Derek.
What up, this is JTV. We out
What's
here.
good? What's good, fellas?
Chilling. You know, Lab was ready for off season long time ago, man. He over here, you know what I mean? He talking about the draft picks and everything. I'm just listening.
So what y'all think about these 3 guys?
I'm kind of listening. I'm kind of listening to Lab now. I like what he talking about. He said that Jalen Wilson averaged 20 points last season. He dropped. So let me ask you, since he dropped, what you think he should have been seated? I mean, what pick do you think he should have been? Lab?
He should have been way higher than that, bro. He was one of the highly touted scouted players. You feel me? Last season, you know what I mean? So.
What up, RJ?
Yo, a lot of them we picked, they dropped. Like even Whitehead, he was supposed to be projected a 10th overall pick, bro. He supposed to be lottery, but the 2 injuries made him drop to us.
So we picked some good guys, then it sound like.
Yeah, they good, but we just taking chances though. You feel me? Because he had 2 injuries.
Yeah, the Whitehead dude, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so hold on. So you said who had 2 injuries? Whitehead?
Yeah, on his foot.
Right. I heard Sean Marks said he spoke on the matter. He was just like, yeah, we got player development and we got performance guys around Whitehead. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And they were saying Sean Marks, basically the Brooklyn Nets feel like because he's 18, I think he might be the youngest player that the Nets ever drafted. Because he's 18, they willing to work with him. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want him in the summer league. They asked him, Sean Marks, if he was going to the summer league to play. He said no. So I don't think we're going to see him play. I think we see Noah Clowney, and I think we see Jalen Wilson in the summer league. How you feel about them, Lab? And what you think about these Dariq Whitehead, Jay? You know about any of these draft picks? You watch college ball?
Last night after we picked them, I went and watched the highlight reels and their scouting reports. And
okay.
The Whitehead kid looked like he a bucket. He could score from anywhere. He got an awkward looking shot. He reminded me a little of Cam, but bigger. He reminded me of Cam Thomas.
He's 6'7". He's 6'7". He's from Newark, New Jersey.
He definitely reminded me of Cam, but taller. You know what I mean? And then Clowney.
Yeah.
He looked like he gonna get a lot of chase down blocks. He looked like he's good protecting the rim a little bit. And then Clax could have some help, and he could shoot. Even though boy,
take some years, bro. He only shot 28% from the 3-point in college. So it's gonna take some time.
I saw that, but still, it's almost 30, and 30 is about average. And I know that's better than average for a big man.
I mean, it's better than average for a big man, but nah, you got to work on that, my guy. He talking about letting all type of shit. Like, you feel me? 28% ain't gonna cut it in the NBA. Feel me?
That's a fact.
And he undersized for his position. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like when
he Clax, but he can shoot better.
But that's not what we needed, though. Like, you feel me? Like, we got another Clax. Like what good is that for us? You feel me? But I mean, we took him, man. But I mean, we just gotta develop him, man. These ain't players that gonna come in right away and contribute. The only one I think that might, Dariq Whitehead could come back and be in a rotation. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm watching his highlights because I hear both of y'all mention him, and I'm not that privy to the college players. I could do better. I could watch more college ball to see what's going on. You know what I mean? But I hear a lot of good things about this player, man, and he's 6'7". You know what I'm saying? So I know Jacque Vaughn looking for bigger players, and I'm looking at prototype players. Mikal Bridges, Nick Claxton, they the same type of tall, type of wingspan. You know what I'm saying? A lot of wingspan players. You feel me? I think that's what they're doing. That they're looking for those type of players. Clax, Mikal Bridges, Noah Clowney, and Jalen Wilson. They the same kind of. You know what I mean? They might have different skill sets. But they have the wingspan is what they have in common.
Yeah, they all project players. That's what they is, bro. You feel me? They high risk. This is high risk, high reward. You feel me? But I mean, you better hope they pan out, bro. Had 2 foot injuries. I don't know how serious that was. You feel me? But I mean, you seen that shit with Lonzo Ball? I think he done.
Yeah, I did see that. But on that note, when Karras got injured, we stayed with him, the performance team, and he good. Look how he playing now. And on that note, also they were saying that that's what we got. Where we got Karras at 20, and we got Caris LeVert at 22. So we do good in the early 20s. And I'm only mentioning that to say they give them minutes. Karras and Jared LeVert. I mean, I said Jared Allen. They got minutes. You know what I mean? So,
but these two, I'm looking at it from a caution. I'm trying to be on the cautious side because, bro, I get he 18, but he coming in with 2 serious injuries, bro. Back to back on the same foot. That shit could be a nagging injury. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's
why he got played in the summer league.
Team is gonna take care of him and all that. You never know, bro. Like, everybody's body is different. You get what I'm saying? And I'm seeing highlights that I looked up. You feel me? Bro was way more athletic than he was in Duke in high school. You feel me? He had way more explosiveness and like he had way more to his game. Like you feel me?
Yeah. They say Ron C in the comments said Whitehead remind me of Lance Stevenson, better version.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, that's a
Did y'all
compliment.
watch the press conference?
That's a good comparison.
No, we had it. Well, we had it on, and then we just put the highlights on. But
Yeah,
I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. You seen it?
Yeah, I saw
it. I just saw it just now that it streamed 2 hours ago when I turned on YouTube, but I ain't watch it yet. I'm gonna watch it after I get off with y'all.
Yeah, I had it on just now. But I wanted to hear what Lav. I actually turned it off so I could hear what Lav was saying. You feel what I mean? Like I was waiting for him to pull up for real. Shout to Lav. Yeah, he was kind of spot on with all
Did I tell you the thing, bro?
The off season and shit like that. We didn't do a total rebuild, but we definitely like got a bigger championship window. I consider us a playoff contending team, not a title championship contending team. But I do think that we trying to win in the playoffs. We ain't trying to get swept again. I know that.
I told you that if you want to make sure you don't get clipped on those type of videos, you got to make sure that you put your face up. Like you got to be covering part of the screen.
Okay.
Like you know what I mean? Like you know how those YouTube be doing the reaction videos where they face or something is on the screen while the thing is playing in the background. That's how you make sure you don't get clipped.
Okay. Well, but maybe hopefully the comments help that shit too, because shit, that's all I got right now.
That's a pre-recorded. You gotta do something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, what up, Popular Opinion Sports? You know what I'm saying? You know, we just got the draft picks. So, you know, we just trying to see what's up with it. Tariq Whitehead, these is highlights. Shit, that was more than 26 feet. He shot that from feet. They ain't talking heavy. Like
fake remind me of Lance Stevenson. Now I'm watching again. I'm watching.
That was a slick pass. I like that. That was kind of nice. He got the zero. They probably like Gilbert Arenas. He probably got a game like Gilbert Arenas.
If we comparing him to Lance Stevenson, you see how short Lance Stevenson's career was.
I don't know, but I think he meant because of grittiness for real. And he played defense. He took the charge.
He from Newark, so I mean, you're going to.
Oh, he went up strong. Went up his chest.
Ready. He gonna be ready for training camp. So
yeah, that's why he missing the summer league.
I would like to see us as the defense first team. Like
yeah, he
bunch of lockdown defenders, and that's what I want to see from us. Lockdown defenders. I want to see effort. You know what I mean? As long as I see both of those two things, I'm happy with.
Ain't gotta worry about that because Whitehead played defense. He gritty. Noah Clowney played defense. They all versatile too. They could switch 1 through 5. Well, Clowney, you know, he could. But I really want to. I don't really care about the draft pick. I mean, they not who I wanted in particular, but I want to see what we're gonna do July 1st, bro. Like you feel me? Because we still got to get rid of a lot of these players, man. Joe Harris.
What do you think of that dude Cam Whitmore?
Oh, he dropped. I wanted him.
We missed him. He went to Houston, right?
Yo, bro.
Yeah,
Houston,
he went like two picks before us, but everybody just kept saying, "Oh, damn, I'm surprised Cam didn't get picked at. I'm surprised." And I was like, "Yo, it'll be just our luck to get another nigga named Cam." But he did look like he was nice. I checked his highlights out too.
Nah, he was nice. He was projected to be a top 5 pick. I don't know why he dropped so low. They was talking about a knee issue.
He probably had bad interviews. Like, he probably went to them teams and they ain't like what he was saying or some shit. And I don't know what he said, but a lot of times that shit be personalities and shit.
Bro, that shit gonna drop to 20, bro. It's something else.
Now maybe it be needs too. You know, and some team players fit certain teams better than other players, regardless of the skill set.
Bro, the Rockets just want to keep doing this filthy, bro. Like they know, like, come on, bro. They know we would have took them. You feel me?
Nah, it's different. Jacque Vaughn ready. This ain't Steve Nash versus Ime. This is Jacque Vaughn versus Ime. It's gonna be a different ball game, I promise. Like, you gotta realize they went out and got all of these assistant player development coaches because that's one of the strong points of Jacque Vaughn. He was part of the reason why Nick Claxton, in my opinion, and Karis LeVert, you know what I'm saying, was part of development and part of the reason why they stayed on the team. Now, I don't know why they traded Karis LeVert. I went and did that, but that's a whole nother story. My point is that all of these all of these assistant coaches have player development skills. That's why they did. And they just got an 18-year-old in Dariq Whitehead, and these other players, Noah Clowney and Jalen Wilson, they're young too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they're gonna develop these players. That's the route we're going. We swung for the fence, we missed, and at the end of the day, they not going that route because it didn't work for us. So now that we have a new, this is a saga.
We don't know, bro. Bro, we can't say that, bro. We can't say that until this shit is done, bro. So the offseason is done. Cause I still feel like this nigga gonna fucking try to get Dame, son. And I don't want Dame, bro. Like, you feel me? But I feel like that's what's gonna happen, bro. Like,
I wish we'd have got Dame when we got Kyrie. Like, Dame instead of Kyrie then. And then I think we'd be talking a whole different story now. But that ain't happened, so I don't want him either.
Nah, cause people keep talking about this Dame shit. Like, yo, bro, like, you don't see, like, he already, the injuries with him already starting to pile up. Like, he 33. Like, you get what I'm saying? I get he coming off his best season, but, bro, how long that's gonna hold up until, bro, we gonna pay him all that money and he gonna, like, be 38 by the time his contract? Nah, bro, like, you feel me? We gotta go through the draft, bro.
Yo, y'all hype about Ben Simmons getting ready in the offseason? He in his offseason prime, man. He's prime in the offseason, man. He's prime offseason.
Australia ain't even want that nigga.
I think Ben Simmons is a better fit than Spencer Dinwiddie, and I think he's gonna come back and have a good season. I think he's gonna have a real good season. I ain't gonna front. Because he gonna have one more year on his contract. He gonna be playing. Because you think Ben Simmons is going to, like, sit back and just let the world just shit on him where no team is going to want to pay him? No, bro, he's only 25. He want to make a lot of money in his career. You feel me? And he got to have a good season to bring that shit back to life. You feel me? Because no teams is going to pay you how you been playing now. You feel me? So he going to be playing for a contract.
Yeah, I agree. Yo, Unpopular Opinion Sports, man. Talk to me, man. What's good, Mike?
Yo, can you hear
me?
Yeah. Yo, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. Look, this what the Nets are trying to do is Sean Marks trying to save his job. You had a chance. Look, I like Nick Smith. I like Lively in the draft, and they couldn't get neither. They got Whitehead. I get it, understand, but look, here's the bottom line. I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be an unpopular opinion. Jacque Vaughn is not the coach for the Nets. He's not gonna get it done.
That's a fact.
The Nets need somebody that can.
Seems like your opinion is pretty popular.
I gotta disagree with that.
Yo,
I know Breezy was gonna have some pushback.
Nah. Go ahead. You unpopular right now. It's just you right now. It's just you unpopular right now. Go ahead. Talk shit, man.
I know you was gonna have some pushback on that, Breezy, but
we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Jacque Vaughn's not the head coach for the Nets.
Bro, I feel like Jacque Vaughn is the head coach when you got stars and just need a little bit of guys.
He's Tom Thibodeau. He's exactly what the Knicks guy. The Knicks ain't going nowhere because of Tom Thibodeau, and we ain't going nowhere because of Jacque Vaughn, because you need a coach that can take talent to another level.
That's a fact.
You got niggas on the bench right now that can score 45 a game. Nigga, Breezy, that's your man's. Cam Thomas.
Right.
Why he on the bench? So why are we drafting more young players when you not going, you don't know what to do with them?
Yo, Lab.
I'm saying.
Hold on. Can I rebuttal
that? Go ahead, bro.
I said the same exact shit to Lab yesterday, yo.
Right. So, okay, I heard everything you said, and my rebuttal to that is this: those coaches that you, and I'm not disagreeing with nothing that so I'm not rebutting to disagree. What I'm saying is to say that he don't know how to work with young players, this is where I disagree. It's known that he helped Karis LeVert develop. I think he's part of the reason Nick Claxton developed. I think because they swung for the fence, and when I say they, I mean the Brooklyn Nets, Sean Marks and Jacque Vaughn didn't have a say in the matter. They was just on the team when he became the head coach. In my opinion, when you look at the history of Jacque Vaughn, I don't think he wanted to jump the superstars anyway. I think he always wanted to build from the team because his prior head coach career with the Orlando Magic. You feel what I'm saying?
Was a losing career.
He's the right guy for player development for that very reason. So he's not looking to jump and be a championship team. He got the team to the playoffs. I think that's how he looked at it. Like, yeah, I did what I was supposed to do. We see that Mikal Bridges.
That's a small accomplishment, though. Hold up.
Without KD and Kyrie, we did not make the playoffs. Like when KD and Kyrie was there, he was a good coach. He was a good coach for that type of team. But for this young team with no clear leader, I don't know.
But was he? But was he really a good coach, bro? I mean, it was really Kyrie. They was carrying him.
No, you're right. But with Nash on the team, we was trash still with them on the team. Then we went on that 18 win streak, but they was on the team when we was on that long ass win streak. Like, and I think he got signed. He got his deal because of that win streak, but that win streak was more because of KD and Kyrie than it was because of him. And I'm not saying he didn't contribute to it. He did, but he's coaching a different type of team now.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Go ahead.
I just want to say this real quick. Now, it was a play. It was versus Portland when Kyrie hit that three. I know y'all all remember it. He crossed Van Fleet over a bow. KD in the huddle said, "Nah, draw that play for Kyrie, not me." Case in point is that's what a coach do. A coach draw plays.
But you can't say that because he didn't initially draw it for Kyrie.
Right? Why did KD have to tell him?
Exactly. Hold on, bro. Listen, hold on. Listen, options is KD or Kyrie, bro. So again, I'm just saying that to say, for one, I think it's good in a coach to be humble enough to say, yo, I respect that. You the superstar, give it to Kyrie. But case in point is he still had to draw up the specific play for it to work. You feel what I mean? He was a good X and O play. And
he probably ain't even draw that shit up, man. It was probably one of the offensive coordinators that drew that shit up, and he just acting like he's doing some scribbling some shit on the fucking.
Man, all I'm saying is, if he was the coach, he would have known. Oh yeah, they got your number already, KD. So we're gonna draw this play up for Kyrie. We're gonna use you as the decoy. Like he should be saying that to KD. KD shouldn't have to say that to him.
Word.
I mean, look, he got a team. Those other coaches that they let go, those are Nash coaches. Now he got his own coaches. You know what I'm saying? They got their own style.
I'm mad they got rid of my boy Royal Ivy. That got me tight.
Yeah, Royal Ivy went with. He played with
bro. I think what Unpopular said, man, is a fact, man. He's not, bro. We not gonna win until we get the right coach, man. He's not the coach for this team, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I hope
like,
he didn't me wrong.
Disagree with y'all, man. I gotta disagree with y'all for real.
No. But you gotta understand what he said though. What Unpopular said was a fact though, bro. Like, you got a guy on the bench that could give you 40 points a game. He could have helped us in the playoffs, bro. He didn't even play him, bro.
That's a fact.
And not only that, we're talking about rebounding. Day'Ron Sharpe was one of the better offensive rebounding centers in the game. If you look at his like when he was on the court, Day'Ron Sharpe was getting it done. But does he play? No. Does Cam Thomas play? No. So why are you drafting all these young players for a veteran coach that doesn't value young talent? He values the guys that are already there that have
he could have been
established
too. He could have been developing them. Like, you feel me? Whether wins or losses, like, they should have been getting that playing time after the trade. Like, for KD, it is no ifs, ands, or buts, bro. Like, you feel me? And that's just going to show you, bro, he not the right coach, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you talk about player development, bro. Who is he developing, bro?
Karis LeVert and Nick Claxton.
Man,
they're not on the team. Well, Nick Claxton is, but Karis LeVert ain't. So that's
and if
mute.
you want to talk about player development,
Nah,
and all
but
that,
that's
so
who
why
he
Claxton,
did develop before Cleveland
why
even
Claxton
be
is being
interested.
held? Why is Claxton being held to do one thing on the floor? Why is he not opening up his offense? Why is he not
Talk about
letting
it.
him stretch out?
I can answer
take
that
like
question.
15 to 20, like you know what I'm saying? Like
I can answer that question. Bro, for 50 before the trade deadline, KD was running the offense. He wasn't the offensive threat. He was catching alleys. He was doing the scrappy work. So again, the trade deadline was 28 games after. It wasn't like 41 games.
So you trying to tell me? So you trying to tell me Nick Claxton is just a lob threat? Nah,
No,
bro.
no. I'm not saying that.
Bro.
I said we running the offense through.
But I'm trying to tell you, right?
Games.
What I'm trying to tell you is, after the trade, he was still being used as a lob threat.
Nah, he was. He had a soft little floater. Stop that.
What?
He ain't see that flow. I seen him hit a mini.
Nicholas Breezy, bro. Nicholas Claxton can't shoot. And that is the problem when you are in today's NBA and you can't shoot and you can't shoot free throws on top of that. So when you get to the hoop and you get fouled, they basically playing hack-a-shack because they know this dude can't hit a free throw.
So I mean, okay, so y'all saying all that to say what? Like what are y'all saying? What are y'all getting to? Like what are y'all getting at? Like where are we going?
Nigga don't be developing the talent right. You saying that he's a talent development coach.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So hold on. So when I rebut that and say that it was 28 games he had developed, his offense he started scoring the ball more when KD got traded. Y'all agree or disagree?
Disagree.
He scored the ball more when KD got traded.
Claxton.
That's by default.
Oh wait,
bro. Look, Breezy.
No, that's a lie.
Come on, man. Y'all see the number on the bottom of the screen, man.
Look, Breezy.
Mikal Bridges. He gave the keys to Mikal Bridges. Bro, he gave the keys to Mikal Bridges.
Because remember, them first couple
had
games after KD left,
field goal percentage, he was like 75% scoring every time he was in the paint.
That was with KD though. That was with KD, bro.
You might as well call him. Call him Leonardo, man. He lived in the paint. Stop it.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Wilding right now.
He scored more points when he was getting lobs from KD and Kyrie. He scored more points then.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, bro. If the Nets could have got Derek Lively, I would have traded Nicholas Claxton, and that's an unpopular opinion.
I said that.
Word up.
Where did he go? Where did Derek Lively go?
I said that. He went 12. He went to
Utah. Dallas. Yeah, they traded for him.
Oh,
we would have had to trade up from 21
Utah
to
had
22. Y'all saying it's worth trading up 21 and 22. Do y'all know the players that we got? Y'all saying it's worth trading up to get?
I would
have did it.
Gonna do that.
Yep, I would have did it.
I thought we was gonna trade a 4 spot with the Lakers and get Jalen Hood-Schifino. That's what I thought.
So,
but you know what? You got a GM playing scared. That's the problem because he's scared for his job, and that's why we didn't do nothing in the draft because he playing scared.
Hold it down. We ain't do nothing in the draft. We got 2 power forwards.
Two power forwards?
Yeah.
You need scoring. You need guard play. You need.
He's a scorer. And then
okay. Who's running point? Who's running point? Derek Whitehead is a combo guard.
Nah,
he scored the ball.
Yeah, I think Ben Simmons gonna run the point. Ben Simmons gonna run the point.
See, that's the problem. It's the problem right there.
Man, none of these dudes that you're talking about are gonna
you know, Brooklyn Nets is too unpredictable to say they're gonna just have a team like it is until when the season starts. We can't call that shit right now. It's too quick. It's too fast.
I know. The reason I can't call it is because of Sean Marks.
None of them dudes.
I think we're gonna start the season like this. That's what I'm
nah, because free agency ain't even start yet. That's July 1st. But I mean,
none of them dudes getting on the floor, bro.
We don't got we don't got enough. We got too much like non-shooting on the team, like with Ben Simmons, Nicholas Claxton, and like a lot of these players, like even Royce O'Neal. I don't think he that good of a shooter. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a liability half the time. But like if Ben Simmons gonna run the point, the Noah Clowney pick. The Noah Clowney pick is not that bad because he can stretch the floor. The only thing is he shot 28% from college, like in college, bro. You gotta up that.
Look, the NBA today, you can't have your center and your point guard not able to shoot. So you're gonna put Ben Simmons on the court who can't shoot, and Nicholas Claxton on the court who can't shoot. What the fuck? Like that is so easy to defend. Come on now.
I thought we were going to draft the center.
What are we doing?
I thought we were going to draft the real center.
I mean,
that's why the Clowney shit was like, I don't know.
I don't know about 21 and 22. They had a real center left.
It was
James Najee. James Najee.
James Najee was left at 21 and 22.
2 spots after. He went like 2 spots after us. He went 30, I think. But I feel like that dude would have been a good fit as a traditional center, a bigger dude. I think I was like, why they didn't get him?
That's a fact. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
is he trash though? How is he?
He cool. Like he can't really create offense like on the ball. But I mean, he's a good like pick and roll player, like lob threat.
What y'all thought about Nick Smith Jr.? I know he went later in the draft.
Bro, I wanted us to take him.
That's who I wanted.
Him instead of, you know who I wanted, bro? I wanted us to draft Nick Smith Jr. and Leonard Miller.
I wanted Smith and Lively. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, but we'd have had to trade up for Lively. I was just.
I know.
I would have did that too. But if we were staying pat with 21-22, I would have took Leonard Miller and Nick Smith.
Okay. I can't be mad at that. Absolutely.
But if we could have traded up, I would have definitely took Lively and Nick Smith. We got a point and we got a true big. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's what we need. We need scoring and rebounding. And we got scorers, but our scorers can't necessarily create their own shots, which is Cam Johnson, my bad, and Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how they build.
I'm glad you brought that up because I don't think that we need Mikal Bridges to score 30 points a night. I think we should have him score 20 to 25 points. I think Cam Johnson can get you 15 to 20 points a night. And then, I want Cam Thomas to start. I want him to score 20 points a night. And I don't think we keeping Spencer Dinwiddie. He got a contract. His shit look wild. You know what I'm saying? Joe Harris, he on an expiring contract. These are 2 players I don't think we can rely on, to be honest. But I'm just saying,
done.
I don't think we're going into the season with Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris, man. I think we find a way to move around. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Bro, if I don't want to see Joe Harris and Spencer Dinwiddie, bro, Spencer Dinwiddie, he could come off the bench. I'm not really mad at that. But Steph Curry, Joe Harris, like even Royce O'Neal, bro. Like I don't want to see these players back, bro. Like for real, Patty Mills.
I like Royce O'Neal back though. I ain't gonna lie, man. DFS, man.
No.
I'd rather keep DFS. I'd rather keep DFS.
So hold on. It's 4 of us, man. Like DFS, yes or no?
Yeah.
I like him.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. So it's up to me. Fuck it, keep him, man. He's a young player too. We could develop him as a player,
bro. When he was playing with Dallas, remember that playoff that playoff that they had? He was shooting like 40% from 3, locking up their best player on the opposite side of the court. Like,
I think him and Royce are kind of similar players. So if you're gonna keep one, you get rid of the other. So if you want to keep Finney Smith, I could dig that, but you got to get rid of Royce. If you're going to keep Royce, you got to get rid of Finney Smith. That's how I feel about it.
Royce for who?
You can't keep them both.
Is the same thing as getting rid of Bruce Brown. I feel like
Royce for who? Royce not the right choice. Hold on.
And that's why I say, Jay, I say get rid of Finney Smith and keep Royce. If I had to pick between the 2.
But why? I want to know why though.
Well, the reason I think Royce O'Neal is more versatile, and I think he brings more of a veteran presence. You guys just said that Finney Smith was a young player, and so I think Royce O'Neal is brings more of a veteran presence. I don't like either one, to be honest with you, but I've seen more out of Royce than I have Finney Smith. That's just how I feel right now.
Right. What I will say is, after KD
Finney Smith's
and Kyrie,
stronger than Royce.
That's right. What I'm saying.
After KD and Kyrie left, I feel like Yeah, I think Royce did get
hell no, bro.
I don't think Royce got a fair shake at it after KD and Kyrie left, because they put a lot of the offensive obligation on Royce, and he's not that guy. He's not the guy you rely on for offense. He's the guy, if you double team the guy that we rely on for offense, he's gonna make you pay. He's that guy. You feel what I'm saying? And he's good at that. But we played them excessive minutes. We really, and I think that was part of the reason why, you know what I mean, he didn't play well sometimes for that, because of fatigue. But chemistry wise for DFS, but just wanting to be a big team in the East and competing with teams like Boston, you see they just got Porzingis. You know what I'm saying? You need a player like DFS that could like just stay with Porzingis all night. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to regret having a player on a team that we should have, you know what I'm saying, kept. And
I think Finney Smith is a poor man's stretch forward. We need a real stretch forward. So basically, I mean, he can defend and get some rebounds for you, but his shot consistency. Look, I watched the playoffs, bro. Him and Royce O'Neal couldn't hit a fucking shot in a palm, bro. Like, I was so frustrated. I'm like, why can't these niggas shoot?
But that's after a trade, though.
And the reason that I'm saying that, and the reason that I'm talking about in the playoffs, so they had time to kind of get it together. I'm not saying it's going to be 100, of course not, but they kind of had time to get it together. In the playoffs, these guys couldn't hit shit, and that's what I'm saying. We can't have two players of the same skill set on the same team when we're rebuilding. We can't do that.
I mean,
I think it was half a season. You feel me? Like, bro, he's a career 40% 3-point shooter. So I can't blame one bad postseason for him shooting bad. Like, you feel me? Like
you talking about Finney?
I'm talking about Finney Smith. I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, they was like on the later end of the season, like, you know what I'm saying? They played 30 games together before they went to the playoffs. You need a whole season, training camp and everything, bro. Like, you feel me? To really.
But how much does chemistry contribute to you just not being able to shoot the damn basketball?
A lot.
I mean, you open though.
They got the rhythm.
Right, but no, without. Yeah, but to add to what you said, I see Jacques Vaughn stick with him because his defense is supposed to be good. But I feel like when he's not hitting his three, he gets discouraged on the defensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I could agree with that.
Then he's a better defender. I think, you know what I mean? That's just him being young. You know, he could get past that maturity-wise. And no one's disagreeing with you. He played bad. He shot bad. You feel what I mean? But to give up on him after those 28 games, it's not like he played 54 games and played like that. It's just that those 28 games were vital. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he didn't show up. That's a fact. But should we give up on him? Nah, especially when the better teams in the East are the bigger teams. Again, man, heavy emphasis on Porzingis going to the Boston Celtics, man. That shit is huge, man.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think that shit gonna help him anyway.
No, they made their team worse. So did the Suns.
Yeah, I don't think that's
the Suns too.
Bro.
So
they put that big bitch on the team, and they got rid of Marcus Smart, which was the heart of it.
That was a bad trade. They should have never got rid of Smart.
Good point, Jay.
And Memphis is smart because they got rid of Dillon Brooks and got a better Dillon Brooks.
Yeah. And he a leader, you know, they needed that in that locker room.
Type of then I think the difference between Marcus Smart and Dillon Brooks is the maturity. Like the stuff that Dillon Brooks is into, Marcus Smart could be like, yo, I've been there, done that. If y'all want to win, this is how
Marcus Smart is just smarter than Dillon Brooks. Like the way he do his shit, because he do the same antagonistic shit, but he do it in a way where it's gonna get you tight, not get me in trouble.
Right. And I think that's the maturity part. You know, he's been in the league, probably 6-7 seasons longer than Dillon Brooks. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
the Celtics is done for that one.
Man, I ain't think they'll break that. He was a draft pick.
I'm happy they did that.
He was a draft pick for them. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be careful trading. Like if a draft pick get depoyed, and he the first point guard to do it since GP. and you trade him the next season because y'all lost in the conference finals? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see good things happening for Boston, especially with Brooklyn in their way. Just because of karma and them trading Marcus Smart, we might just beat them. Just because
we ain't doing. We not really contenders, bro.
We beat them last time we played them anyway.
Yeah, but we not contending for no chips. So we got to go through Boston if anything. Cause they're a more proven team. Like, feel me? But yeah, man, I don't know what direction we going with this franchise, man.
So what about Ron C? What he say? He said Sean Marks want to run a development camp. We're gonna call this man not paying attention to surround Mikal like he's supposed to. So what that's supposed to mean? Mikal Bridges is somewhere in his career where he want to win now. Like he want to be a championship contending team going into off season. I
don't think he's saying
the direction of the Brooklyn Nets. He had
a breakout second half of the season. They saying we already had aspirations that was high, and now we got what we got. And then he had a breakout season, so we should be building on that momentum. That's
bro. You seen all the shit they turned down for Mikal Bridges, bro? They turned down 4 picks from Memphis. Yeah. They turned down the number 3 pick with Anthony Simons. They turned down.
Yo, I would have thought about that. I would have thought about that.
I would have. That's what I'm saying, bro. I would have got rid of Mikal. Like, you wildin'.
Yeah, I like Anthony.
You turned down 4 draft picks.
They love Mikal
and then you turned down Scoop.
But yo, bro, Brooklyn Bridges is a moniker that is gonna last forever. So they're not gonna get rid of him.
Yo, you got to think about age, bro. Like, you feel me? It's a window, bro. The NBA, bro. In the NBA, you have a window, bro. You have a window to win now. And if that window closed, then what are you going to do, bro? He's not going to be worth nothing. You can't get the same package back. Like, you get what I'm saying? You had a chance to get younger, get more, you know what I'm saying? And be
his prime, though, Jaffe. He in his 5th year going into his 6th year.
I like Mikal Bridges, bro, but I feel like he's just more of a he's a piece that a championship team need. Like right now, he gonna be wasting his shit on Brooklyn, man.
Oh nah, I can't say that. I can't go there with you. Look, what I will say is this: keeping Cam Johnson is essential to Mikal Bridges. If they stay together, they trying to win together. That's serious. That's a serious relationship, man. They trying to win games together. Yo, and not only that, Mikal Bridges is a player that got the opportunity to be the number 1 guy, and he liked what happened. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he didn't want to get swept, but he definitely liked how I felt. I only got this from interviews. I watched interviews with him, and this is him saying that, like, yo, I'm trying to go up. You know what I'm saying? So I think he want to score the ball. I don't think that I want to see him the number 1 option where he only obligated to score. We need 3 options. We don't need him scoring 35 points. We need 3 players scoring 20, 25 points. You know what I'm saying? So,
but being that Jalen Wilson scored average 20 points in college, you think that he could be one of them
Yeah, I'm a fan of these rookies. I want to see a rookie get drafted by the Brooklyn Nets and retire with the Brooklyn Nets and win championships with the Brooklyn Nets. Like, facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. I ain't saying that he that good of a player, but I don't know, man. Shout out to Jaffe. But hold on, John said we are in rebuild mode.
Yeah, because it's looking more like a rebuild than a retool at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It depends, man. I don't really think we start the season like this. That's the question you gotta ask as a fan. Fan to fan. Do you think we start the season with the team looking the way they do right now?
No. We're gonna make some moves, but are they gonna be significant? Like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah. I think we want to be a playoff team, and they got a lot of player development coaches. Them not moving up in the draft, trying to get it.
We've been a playoff team, man. We're gonna keep being a playoff team. I get that. That's cool, but I'm trying to motherfucking do some ill shit, man. Fuck all this.
Talk about it, man.
Man, Denver won the first championship day. ABA team. That was supposed to be us.
Talk about it, man.
That was supposed to be us, man. Niggas cheated us out of it. Yo, son, I ain't gonna lie. Ever since that shit happened with KD, every game I be watching how many 3-pointers these niggas step on the line. And they be mad at them, they don't call. They called it on KD that one time. Like, what the fuck?
What you said they called what on KD?
The fact that he stepped on that line for the 3-point. I think every time since that shit happened, I be watching the games and they don't be calling it every time a nigga step on the line.
Oh, ever since that day, you've been watching if they foot stepped on the line?
Yeah, I've been watching it closely, bro. Like his foot was on the line.
Right. Yo, John, what up, John?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, fellas?
Oh, man, you know, after the draft was at the Barclays. One day I'm going to pull up, get a hat nod like, hey, it's Big Fan Break. Let me in. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the draft. They held it at the Barclays. I thought that was dope, man. It was good, though, man.
Yeah, I just chimed in. You know, I caught you guys on the back end. I didn't really hear what you guys had in terms of what you thought about the draft picks. You know, why we passed on certain guys and why we're still in the same situation that we're in. And it looks like we're like real rebuild mode. I don't think DFS is going to be back. I don't think Cam Johnson is going to be back because I'm seeing replacements and I'm seeing cheaper replacements too, even for Clax, because that kid, he's from Clax's hometown. It's like I'm watching the trajectory of where this team look like it's trying to head. This guy's talking about 4 or 5 years of development. The coaching staff is nothing but developmental coaches. We're not competing for shit, bro. We're not trying to compete right now. It looks like we're just trying to develop. And they should have just stuck with with Atkinson if that was the case, because we would have had a good core. Because, yeah, we had a good 2-3 guys, but we just need a good team around them who know their role. Because when you don't have guys on the team that know their role, everybody wants to be somebody that they're not, a.k.a. Midwitty. Like, you need guys to know okay, here's what you do best. Just focus on that. Don't worry about anything else. Just do what you do best. And that's the only recipe for success, man. Right now, it's like we don't have a point guard. We didn't draft a point guard. What are we going to do now? I don't want Dame, to be honest with you, because Dame doesn't move the needle for us. Like, all this Dame and Mikal doesn't put us on championship contenders. Yeah, we might have more people at the Clays, but I don't still like. We just had a big three that failed. Well, we're gonna get Dame. I don't think Dame is too expensive. That contract is ridiculous. We're gonna be crying like, oh man, Dame, we can't get nobody on the team. We're just gonna be a mid team. I don't want Dame. I don't know if you guys don't want Dame. I see people like, oh, Dame is next. People are waiting, clamoring, twiddling their thumbs, waiting for Dame to get, to say he wants to trade. I don't even think the guy wants to compete. He's good where he at. He just got his bread. He's cool. I don't know what you guys think about that, but it's crazy.
I mean, we on the same page. I'm not a fan of Dame being the star point guard. He wanted the bag. Every time we gave a player the bag, they wind up getting the bag and then leaving with the bag. So,
A.K.A. Darren Williams.
I'm cool, man. What you say, Jay?
Man, I don't never really care about the money like that because it ain't my money.
It's not your money.
Not my money. But I like Dame, but I feel like we should have got him instead of Kyrie a long time ago. Not right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? And at this point, if we got him, I still fuck with him. I fuck with him, but I feel like we gonna keep being a playoff team, I think. But we need something that's gonna move the needle for real, like you're saying. And I don't know.
Yeah, hold on. And listen, to me, it's not about the bag. It's just the expectations that come with the bag. And my thing is, again, to what John said, they did get a lot of player development coaches. I mean, they got Corey Vincent. They got Kevin Ollie. They got the coach that got the Long Island Nets to the conference finals.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
So what I'm saying is all of those moves were made because those specific assistant coaches on the Brooklyn Nets now are known for player development. So that is the direction that they're going. So who's to say how far a player development team goes? I was watching a show called Players Choice. Shout out to Players Choice. They said that the Nets next season is a playoff team. They said we the 15th team.
We're not a playoff team next season. We're a playoff team this season. The East is weak. We're gonna be in the playoffs. Play-in playoffs, we're gonna be in it. But
you think we start with this team?
With this team right here, I
Start
mean,
the
this team.
offseason. Yeah, do you think we start the
Yeah,
offseason
we got good pieces to be in the mix. Like we're not contenders. We're just gonna be in the mix because when you look at the other teams, aka Toronto Raptors, aka Philly, Knicks, like it's like you could get a trajectory of where these teams are gonna be. Washington Wizards is out of the ranking. A lot of teams they just like we're gonna just call it a wash. We still have good decent players where we can make a strong push. And then second year for Jacque Vaughn, maybe he coaches a little better, puts the right guys in the game. We get off Joe Harris. We get off a lot of the guys who we've seen. We like enough of this show. We've seen this repeat already. It's over.
I think we need a better coach.
We do, but that's besides the point. Right now, your boy Sean Marks is operating under no contract, but he's still the GM. Like we haven't heard any new because he's supposed to get an extension. I haven't heard of any extension, but he's making all these picks. He's making all these moves as if like he ain't going nowhere. But I haven't heard he's been re-signed to an extension. Everybody else you've heard news about. Jacque Vaughn, we don't even know the financials of his contract extension. We just know he's extended until X, Y, and Z date. The first thing Monty Williams told you about Monty Williams, he's getting a bag. Everybody else, you know what they're getting. It's like they're getting this guy for the specific reason of keeping him around. And when we feel like we can make a move, because in 1-2 years, we're going to have free agents that we can actually make a play for, a.k.a. Luka, that actually moves the needle or could move the needle.
These are the free agents for this year. Y'all don't like none of them.
Yeah, it's a wrap, man. Ain't nobody. Well, we're going to get Fred VanVleet and be what? Mid?
Russell Westbrook, Chris Middleton.
Look,
like
Russ, okay, right? In terms of the pace that we would like to play, we should just, all this methodical, slow pace, jog, walk it down. We don't have that player. Like we don't have that cerebral assassin that's gonna be able to pick apart the defense. We just gotta be a running gun team, like run up and down, aka OKC. We not that team. Walk it down. We don't have a guy.
What we need to be doing is
Bruce
playing
Brown reunion?
gritty ass defense.
Nah. It's
and
over.
we need to be playing tenacious defense and playing with a lot of effort. And we need to be scoring the most points in the league off turnovers.
Turnovers, get steals, run up and down, run these what we should have did last year was exert dudes to the point where when they out there, they running the other teams off the out the game, gassing them out. And then you put in your other crew that could do the same thing. But Jacque Vaughn, he wanted to play 7-8 guys. And I'm like, you got Mikal Bridges as your number one defender, but you want him to be your number one scoring option as well.
Too.
Like you're not making sense, homeboy. Like every team has a guy that's delegated for a specific task. If you want him to score, you got to say, okay, we're gonna put somebody else to be the lockdown defender. He can't take what's his name, Harden full court, and you want him to drop 32? Like that shit doesn't make sense. But it was a lot of things that didn't make sense. That's why we're one of the few teams that got swept. And Jacque Vaughn's record, he got swept twice in the playoffs. Like when you reach to the playoffs and you can't get a win, that means something is wrong with you in coaching because you're not able to see and make the right adjustments. Because you got 4 chances to do that shit before you get swept out of the thing.
Coaching.
Take one game. I mean, granted, Darvin Ham couldn't do it as well, but I'm not gonna lie. Those games against the Nuggets, it's like they was not fucking around with them dudes. They were like, "Nah, we knocking you out." My man was throwing threes from his ass, like he was cocking that shit from his ass and just throwing it up. And them threes was, I mean, I couldn't. Like it was just destined. They were just destined to just sweep that team. But other than that, like we ain't make no adjustments.
They won around before that though, so you can't even shit on Darvin Ham.
No. I'm not won around. Darvin Ham against the Warriors.
We got
he did great. Round. He did great against the Warriors. You saw the adjustments against the Grizzlies. You saw the adjustments. So I'm not gonna shit on him. Like, nah, I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna pump my brakes. But Jacque Vaughn, hopefully, I mean, we lost that kid, Ivy. Ivy went to the Rockets, and I know why he went to the. I know why he went to the Rockets because right now the Rockets, they're moving in a direction where they look like they're trying to be contenders. Like where I'm like, damn, because Sengun low key could be the next Jokic, and Jokic is nasty with it, man. I've never seen a dude playing. He's like, y'all could say it's hyperbole, but the dude plays like Magic and Bird. He plays like Magic and Bird.
Oh, Sengun?
No. Jokic, because I'm like, this dude is cerebral. He knows all the reads. If you go left, he go right. If you go right, he go left. It's like he knows, if I got a small man on me, I don't put the ball down, aka Tim Duncan. Like he's fundamentally sound. And Sengun, he's not, as polished, but The right coaching, he'll get there, man. Because they got a nice little squad, and the right coaching, and Ime, he's proven he knows how to put dudes in the best position to succeed. I can't say the same about Jacque Vaughn, because I couldn't understand why in Game 4 you didn't give Cam a look, but you giving Joey Damn Harris a look, Seth Curry a look, dudes that you've seen them for 3 games straight struggle. Like come on, at some point you gotta wake up and smell the coffee, man.
Yeah, bro, they freshly brewed.
Come on, B.
So
Breeze. I wanted to say this, man. That kid Reggie, man. He on you. You better get back at that kid, man. That kid think
man.
Nah. I don't like he's slandering you out here, bro. I don't like that shit, bro. No, but you
got it. Look. This is the funny thing about it. I'm glad you brought that up, because the two things happen. For one, it could be hard to get past all of the buttons in the clip.
Yeah, he got. You can't play on his home court. Don't play on his home court.
Listen, but once we get past all of the buttons being pressed and all of that, again, when it come down to the debate that I had,
I told you get your own buttons.
Listen, when it come down to the debate that I had with him, it was about the percentage of what coaching obligation was towards winning with the team that he's coaching, and I said it was 40 to 45%. He said it was 15%.
He lied to himself. I know. No, you won that debate. He's lying to himself because he's always complaining about Darvin Ham.
Again, so all the others, again, that's my whole point. He had over 15 videos saying on why Darvin Ham is the reason why the LA Lakers is where they at or whatever.
He a LeBron nut hugger, man. He had a video talking about Scottie Pippen said that Jordan is not good. So Scottie Pippen, who played with him, I would take his word over any. I'm like, yo, fam, you reaching. Like, come on, fam. Like, Scottie right now, he in distress mode, man. He got all black ups, all black Air Force Ones, looking like he about to go on a mission, man, on an OJ mission.
Yeah.
So right now he's not in his right. Yeah, he about to risk it all right now because his bag, like half his bag, like his life is ruined right now, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You know, again, he give you the impression that he cooking me, but the original debate was, you know, what was a fanboy. He kept playing the clip. And he plays the clip every every show. Like, yo, I'll be in the chat, like, yo, the fans be looking for the clip. It's amazing to me. You know,
he got clips of my man, what's his name, Leonardo. I'm like, yo, this dude.
That's why,
right, like,
yo, I've been looking for Leonardo, man, because he did tell me that the Heat was going to win the Eastern Conference Finals. So I've been looking forward just to hear him talking shit, because he said it, they did it, but he's a funny guy, man.
Yo, funny.
And yo, man, you gotta cook this dude Reggie, bro. But that's
you got to, man. Nah, you gotta cook him, man. For BK, you gotta cook him, man.
What I'm saying is,
no. You gotta bring him to your platform.
No,
you saying he not gonna. He came over here, but he not gonna jump on the live and get cooked. He know what's up.
So then
you gotta call him out. You gotta call him out. Like, look, man, I went to your block. Whatever you think you cook me, come to my block and do the same.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you gotta call him out. Yeah. Don't go to his platform where he got all these and he'll try to like mute you and roast you.
Exactly.
You gotta go. You tell him come to my block and do the same thing. Kick my ass on my block.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Again,
you might need to put some videos for him and all that, man.
Make some he got your whole face. My man got your whole face, and he's talking about you. And he's putting you out there like Freya Bree, and he got your voice. He's snipping your voice, man.
Yeah, I told you it's incredible.
You gotta fight
like,
back, man.
You gotta fight back, man.
My thing is, he not making me look bad. He keep playing that.
He making you a little famous, man. He making you a little famous, man.
Look, that's what
that's what I was like. Yo, what's going on? Like,
if he's talking about you, he's definitely giving you promo. But what I'm saying is, you got to give him smoke too, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta give him smoke because optics is everything, man.
Perception is everything right now, man. He on another impression. Like he put you in the pan and you fillet, grilled.
Right. He took your phrase. Put niggas in the
everything.
Pan is your phrase.
Yeah. No, that's the thing about it. It was weird for me because you play the clip and like you said, I don't even be on every night. So him playing the clip every night, I just
every night, every chance
it's funny. Like it is a funny clip, but again. The reason why I said what I said, I was actually
about me in these streets. Yo, I'm like,
Yeah, no, I responded to him because you know he was asking me to find a clip.
He's funny
and I was
though.
like,
I like him. He's funny.
yeah, no, his show is dope. I like his show, but at the end of the day, I can't have fans running around talking about he cooked me when they don't know the whole story.
It doesn't
Like,
matter.
no,
It's a
it's not-
snippet.
the
They don't
story
care.
don't matter.
They
It's a
don't
snippet,
care,
man.
yo. I swear
They don't care about context. They don't care about nothing. They like he
Right.
cooked him. That's it.
Right. So
That's
that's
it.
what I'm
But
saying.
he
You
not
gotta get him
cooking
back.
me. Yeah, all right, so
doesn't
let
matter.
me
You
ask
gotta
y'all.
cook
Let me
him.
ask y'all. Since y'all heard the clip, right? What do you think about the clip? Like, what is it really funny?
What the clip that he has? Yeah, it's funny. It's hilarious, man. Because the
Yeah.
way he sets up the clip, it's
Right.
funny as hell, bro. He
Yo,
sets it
even
up
when
like,
you
yo,
say
this, and he has your photo with your Nick hat, and he's talking about you with your Nick hat. Then he goes into the clip like this guy. He's like, and his voice is funny. This guy.
Yeah,
he has. This guy. He said you haven't been putting nobody in the pan ever since KD got traded. He said your pan has been dry ever since KD got traded out of
I'm
Brooklyn.
telling you, bro. You
haven't
gotta,
been
you gotta
cooking
get this
nothing.
nigga, bro.
I put him in the pen. That's why that shit so hilarious, man.
That shit funny, but you gotta get him, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, for one, I can't stop him from being
culture.
funny, man. He got a good show. He's funny. But again, the debate was coaching is 45%, man.
Nah,
It's
that
like
debate you won. Look,
Right.
it's not even about that. You won that because he's
But
like,
no,
he's
but that was
not
it. That was the
hearing
only
that.
that
He's
was
not
the
hearing
only
that.
yeah, that was the
You're not
only
hearing us,
debate
bro.
that I had with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't pulling up there for smoke. Like, I went there and I was just defending Brooklyn
Bro,
Nets. Like, 'cause,
you
people
wasn't
don't
pulling
believe
up for
in
smoke,
Brooklyn
but you got smoke.
You got smoke. You
How?
didn't,
It don't
you
matter
didn't
if
see
that's
the
what you
trap.
pulled
You
up
didn't
for.
see the trap. You came there like, yo, what's up, man? He was like, gotcha. He
Right.
home alone you. He home alone you. You thought he was home alone, thinking you just gonna go in the crib. He had the booby traps waiting, like all that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna listen to it in the playback. I should play that shit right now, man. Because when I listen, did y'all hear the debate or y'all just hear the clip?
No, we're telling you, even if you won the debate, the perception when he's playing these clips going stupid, stupid, stupid with your face on there look crazy. The perception is because you have to violate him back. You have to violate him.
In a sophisticated way. You got to sophisticatedly violate it.
Right. No,
Yeah,
I
but
keep
yeah,
it.
like,
You know,
look,
I keep it
yeah,
basketball.
you know who we
I
talking
always
about.
keep
I'm
it
not saying
basketball.
like disrespect him, but disrespect his fanhood and his fandom. Disrespect his fanhood, not his manhood.
Yo, at the end of the day, he brings up the point of, oh, look, when LeBron leaves, like he's a real LeBron nut hugger. Like I don't like LeBron is a cool guy, but the league is gonna be fine after him because the only time the league
Listen, I promise to do right by you guys when it come down to cooking this guy.
Nah, you gotta cook him, man.
You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, because you know, I guess if he gonna do that, he leaves me no choice.
No choice.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he's Clubber Lang, bro. He's calling you out, man.
Right.
Yeah, but I went back to his show. It's not like he played the clip.
You got to go back
to the
correct.
show. That's why I asked y'all if y'all heard the debate.
You got to tell him to come on your platform where there's no bells and whistles and none of that stuff because you want to make sure you
get
control
some bells and whistles. No, you got to get some bells.
No, his bells and whistles. His bells and whistles, man.
When he come back, make sure you have a stupid with him or some shit.
You ready, man? Because this dude right now, he running on that shit.
I'm telling you, you should do a YouTube short cooking them and then let it get mad views on YouTube shorts and tag them.
Okay.
Yeah, facts.
All right, so y'all can hype it up right now since we ain't doing nothing, but we talking about it, right? So just whatever I say, y'all just say yeah in the background, and then I'm gonna just make it as short, and I'm gonna call them out.
Yo, what?
You know what I'm saying? Yo, at the locker room, stop running around here acting as if you don't know why you play that clip in the first place. And like I said, after LeBron lead that team, you're gonna do something different. You're gonna be the locker room talking about fishing and anything else besides anything LeBron doing. It could be Taco Tuesdays when he a GM. Or doing something else with his life besides playing basketball. That's what you're going to do because that's what fanboys do.
I think he signed the clutch. Are you looking for a clutch contract? I think that's how you do what he do.
Listen, man, shout to that. But what I will say is this. when it come down to being a fanboy, it's a difference between being in the fan hood. Now, when you in the fan hood, you go through the wins and losses with the fans. You know what I'm saying? The ups and downs. You know what I mean? Like, and again, when it come down to it, you be honest when you among other fans that cook. Now, when you without your buttons and you don't know which way to turn because you ain't nowhere near your buttons for you to press, I want you to remember
Gadget Man.
that you was running around before you met Big Fan Breezy saying that coaching was 15%. I seen you make over 15 videos
about Darvin
saying
Ham.
about Darvin Ham saying that he's the reason why y'all lost over 15 games. So again, you the one who should be running around paying homage, you know what I'm saying? Having humble pie and things of that nature, you know what I mean? And
what you pay homage to? This is what we talking about.
Yeah, this is what he be saying. Talking about paying homage. You running around saying coaching is 15%. I'm like, yo, not because you got basketball knowledge. Like, stop it. Like, pay not homage to
He
like,
said, call up and pay homage. We lost, but pay homage. I'm like, pay homage.
Like, stop it.
Reggie got to chill, man.
Yo,
man.
He on drugs, man.
Yeah, like, yo, I can't stop him from being entertaining, man. But stop running around here saying that coaching is 15%. That's what I'm saying. Like, you run into real vloggers who got basketball knowledge, and they'll cook you for that shit, like me or anybody that be on my page. So stop it. Your whole chat know. Even when I was in the chat was like, yo, you know, y'all being biased. I hear what he's saying. And again, once you get past all the buttons, I just stick to my debate. I don't be distracted by none of those buttons he be pressing. That's why I went to his block in the first place. Like, if he pull up here, ain't none of that here. You feel what I'm saying? I wish I would go on IG and pull up his picture or some shit. I should find him fishing or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, stop it, man. Like, I don't be doing all of that shit, man. Like, that shit is funny as hell, though. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is funny.
Comedy. It ain't real though.
Yeah, it's funny as hell, but
that's not real
vlogging. You want that drama? No. Like in the section, the movie section, it's your drama.
Right,
horror.
But
bring
basketball knowledge. Yeah, basketball knowledge is basketball knowledge though. Like, you gotta really know what's up, not just stats, and you could, you know what I mean?
Nah,
like,
you can manipulate stats, man. I'm not with the stats.
You're drowned. You get.
So you trying to say
he not a statistician? He just like he an entertainer, and you out here doing it for real.
Yeah, like, I'm really out here. I know I'm talking basketball. You feel what I'm saying?
So he just
and again, like I said, he said when I left, he said coaching was 25%. I still say coaching is 40 to 45%. So he's, I guess, like some nemesis, a blogger. Some
coaching
shit
is everything, man. Coaching is more than 50%.
Like, but I pulled up, when I just so you know, when I pulled up to that show, I was showing love. Like, it was the first, you know what I mean? It was an off season, and you know what I mean? He was talking basketball, so I pulled
Rule number one, Breeze, show no love, man. He pulled up here just looking at competition. He was scouring competition. He wasn't looking to show love.
Yeah, but even when I pulled up, I was surprised about the buttons, but I still got my shit off. You feel what I'm saying? He was hyped when they won that first game and with the Lakers, but we won that second game. So, and you know what I mean? He said we wouldn't make the playoffs. We would be 7th, 8th. We would be 6th. This in the off season. I said, yo, y'all gonna have trouble. And boy, was I right. I was more right than he was from when I met him, from vlogger to vlogger. So stop it. When it come down to who cooking who, trust me, when I met him from then to now, my predictions about basketball and what's going to happen with the Brooklyn Nets was more right than he was. He said that KD and Kyrie going to leave. He was right about that. But shit, everybody was. Like, I mean, we seen that, you know what I mean? Everybody knew that was going to happen.
That wasn't a far-fetched take. It was like,
like
these dudes asked for trades. Okay. Like, literally, they asked for trades.
I said LeBron. Yeah. I said LeBron.
Rumor has it LeBron wants a replacement for AD. He's blaming AD when he was the one that was blowing layups, and he was the one that was sitting back there shooting threes like his name is Clay, missing. And I'm like, he's not even getting back on defense. Like, let's be real here. If we're gonna cook players, he played an awful series against the Nuggets because he should have been on ball instead of off ball. Because every time he shot that three, I said, this guy's stupid. Like, you are lazy.
LeBron be low managing while he on the court.
On the court. That's why he with Kyrie. That's why he want Kyrie so bad, because he can literally like just sit back and be like, go ahead, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
They
I
needed
saw him
LeBron to
lazy.
play point for them to win that
Not for
championship.
nothing.
He not playing point. They can't replace LeBron at point. Until they replace LeBron at point,
They got
they're not
Shafino.
going nowhere.
They
That's
got
why they
J. Hood
drafted
Shafino.
Hood Shafino.
Yeah, I wanted that kid, man. That kid's
dislike
nice.
Kyrie, man. I can't do it, man.
Nah, Kyrie, I like Kyrie, but I
still
don't
fuck
like
with
his
Kyrie.
mentality. I don't like his mentality because when I see Kyrie, when he goes up against the Celtics and they like, Marcus Smart locked him up. I said, never. I seen Kyrie cook 4 or 5 people at a time. I seen Kyrie take everybody to the hole. There's nobody that can stop Kyrie but Kyrie when he decides he don't want to play.
But him.
Because I'm like, that
he's the
series
biggest
against the
worst
Celtics, it gives me like PTSD because I watched that man. It's like him and KD had a like argument, and he just wanted to prove to KD, you ain't shit without me, low key. Because he was like, hey, KD, go do your thing. I'm like, yo, Kyrie, I know you could take these dudes one-on-one. There's nobody on that team that could lock you up. No one could stay in front of you, B. But yeah, he was like, because fourth quarters, I watched Kyrie play 3 quarters and just lollygag. Fourth quarter, I'm like, who the hell this man is? He could do that all game. He could do that all
right, so
game.
we all agree that.
But all that what I be saying is coaching, bro, because you never know what these niggas is telling them in the huddle. And niggas is telling them, give the ball to KD and let him work.
Or give the ball to your team. Let the team work through the team. Because that whole Jock Vaughn, that was KD that said give it to Kai. Because he said Kai got a better matchup. Give it to him. Like,
all right, so hold on. You trying to tell me you remember those essential timeouts that Jacques Vaughn would call if we was
stopped doing it though?
Hold on. But what I'm saying is, again, we were going to contribute to good coaching. What are the attributes? Calling timeouts at good times.
No,
right?
It's like when the
trade
happened. When the trade happened,
when they called timeouts.
I get what you're saying. When that trade happened, it's like that man forgot how to coach. I lie to you not. He forgot how to coach. They traded KD. He just said, fuck it. He stopped coaching. Because I watched that man coach.
If I got KD and Kyrie on my team, I could go on a winning streak too. Me coaching.
Yo, and the only thing he did was say, let's play D, guys. Let's play defense. Pause. Let's play defense.
Right.
That's all he said.
All of the guys that was responsible for the offense being out of there.
How about we play some defense too?
Yeah, add some defense to it. We could score with the best of them. Our efficiency is through the roof. Like we get like when you watch.
But imagine if we played defense though.
Yeah, imagine. Look, think about it. If you just rewind back when we played the Bucks, we played absolutely no defense, but yet we blew them out. And then we was in close games with them, but we played no freaking defense. We was just scoring. If we score, good. If we miss, we don't get the rebound, but they would get like 4 or 5 rebounds to keep up with us. That's the crazy part about it. All Steve Nash needed to do was say, hey, guys, let's just play a little defense. Play a little defense.
Yeah, just a little bit. How about that?
If we play a little defense, I have the horsepower. I have the guys here who could take us home. You know what I'm saying? If anything, all else fails, we get like KD scoring 42,
but that's
50,
why
45
right now,
points. Go ahead.
Right now, I want to see us as a defensive team. I want to see us get
that's only.
I want to see us as a defensive team, and I want to see us get the most points in the league off turnovers. Like
look at that
like
passion.
That.
Look at that passion. Look at that passion in that coach right there, talking to his team.
Who?
Look at him. He's trying to get their attention.
He talking about Jock Vaughn.
Oh,
look, they not paying him no attention. He tried to get their attention. They focus on some whole number of it.
He telling them focus.
Yo,
focus, young man.
What we witnessed was, not to go backwards, but what we witnessed in the finals was 2 great coaches. 2 great coaches, but it's just that one coach didn't have the horse. He didn't have the horses to win. Like he didn't have the talent while the other one had talent. Like Coach Malone, great coach. Because what he did against the Suns, which probably had the best chance of winning or beating them, because I ain't gonna lie, Devin Booker, he turned into another dude, Super Saiyan. Like I was like, yo, respect to Devin Booker. But from a team standpoint, when you look at some of the wide open shots Phoenix missed, you be like, damn, if they make these shots that are wide open, they probably beat the Nuggets. Because the gravity that KD and Booker had, you would get wide open looks.
If Chris Paul didn't get injured,
trash. He's trash. He's trash.
Nah.
Chris Paul was missing wide open.
Yo.
Chris Paul, from a shooting standpoint,
They
I
didn't
remember
win a
Chris
game
Paul was
after
nice.
Chris Paul got injured.
After Chris Paul got injured, they won.
Yeah. They won 2 games with
It
him,
wasn't
and
because
didn't
of
win-
that. It was just the coaching.
No.
Monty's not a good
Chris
coach
Paul-
because
Chris Paul
Go ahead, I'll let you go.
Chris Paul distribute the ball. Like, he don't gotta score when you got those 2 guys on the team. But once he went down, they couldn't get another game.
yeah, they couldn't find the right nucleus in terms of who to put in the game. Like, you know, that starting lineup they had for game 6 with Shaman, and I was like, yeah, they threw in the towel. I'm like, this is the shit you
Shaman's
rolling out
trash.
here? You go,
I hated
like,
Sherman when he was on our team. Shit. I call that nigga laundry bag Sherman.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. If GMs are smart, forget what you do in the regular season, man, because they be giving bags to people who do not deserve the bag, man. Like this Chris Stapps Porzingis trade. Celtics might think they got somebody, but I never seen him in the playoffs. I don't know how he's gonna react to the playoffs. Like certain players, they good.
He's a
82
softy.
game dudes. Yeah, he's soft. Like
He's
when that pressure
soft.
comes, that shit is different, man. Like I seen dudes,
Facts.
82 games, they
not
do their
built for
thing.
it.
Nah, and I'm like, you really think giving up Smart for him was a good,
I
wise
bet you-
decision?
I bet you Porzingis going to end up like Julius Randle on the Knicks. Like, he going to end up giving them the thumbs down. He going to give them thumbs down. He not going to like the fans. The fans not going to like him.
Yo, he
Like,
gonna
he
the
gonna
fans
fold.
gonna love him, man. He white, man. He in
No,
Boston. He love that nigga.
until he start fucking up and being
They
a
gonna
bitch.
think he
And then
Larry
they going to
Bird.
start booing him.
Yeah, but you know what's gonna happen? He gonna run into Giannis. He gonna run into the dudes that, like the buzzsaws. He gonna run into them buzzsaws in the playoffs, and they gonna test him because this ain't no regular. Oh yeah, they gonna let you do what you do. Nah, man, we're gonna see if you really about it. We got the scouting report. We know like you like to put the ball low like a bozo because you 7'4". Why are you putting the ball at your knees to pump fake? Just go up. Who the hell gonna block you? I mean, now they got guys that could block you, aka Wembanyama. But why are you pump faking and you 7'4"? I'm like, this game is this game is trash, man.
Yeah, he's a bum.
Yo, can I just want to read how Sean Marks feel about Jack Vaughn. You know, I hear y'all going back and forth. Shout to JTV, shout out to John, man. He said Jack's basketball acumen, competitiveness, and intimate knowledge of our team and organization make him the clear-cut best person to lead our group moving forward.
Until we get a
Yo,
big
all
time
that sound
player,
like-
and then they kick him to the curb.
Hold on.
All
He has
that
a
sound
proven.
like is he knows how to listen to us because he listens
it.
to management, so we gave him a job.
Hold on. He has a
Other
proven
coaches be wanting
ability.
to do what they want to do.
He has a proven ability to get the best out of his players. That's proven
What
with
was it
Jared
proven?
Allen, Karis LeVert, and Nick Claxton.
Yo, so
Hold
what
on,
they
let
trying
me
to do?
continue.
Wait. They
Hold on,
trying to
hold
erase
it.
Atkinson? That's
Hold
what it
it.
sounds like. Go ahead, man.
Nah. Kenny Atkinson get a lot of that credit, but as I've seen when I watch assistant coaches, they get a lot of credit for play development. All of them have a position. So one assistant coach is the video coordinator, another assistant coach is the shooting coach, another assistant coach is the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Then you got one of them that is the player development coach. Jack Vaughn was a player development coach as an assistant coach. He developed Karis LeVert. And I think he can get a little credit for Jared Allen as well, but he was a guard in the NBA, so I say Karis LeVert more than Jared Allen. But yeah, man, I give
Jared
him
Allen.
credit,
Why
man.
why did he admit to that nonsense? The first round, he over talking about the lights were too bright. Why would you say that?
He's not ready
sad,
for the city, man. He's not ready for the city.
Well, he been in the playoffs before. I could have sworn he played against the Sixers and he did his thing. How playing against the Knicks? What, the guard got to him? Like he was shook? Like I didn't get that. I didn't get that.
Hold on. Vaughn, who was in his 7th season as an assistant coach, that's a lot of assistant coach experience.
Yeah.
Nets up though. Nets
Shout out to
life.
the
You already know what it
JTV.
is, man. Nets
Yo,
level, all that.
Facts.
Yo,
Shaq.
Jean, where you at? You pulling up to the game on the first? You in New York?
Yeah, I'm in New York, but I don't know.
On the
I don't
first, they
know.
doing like a Knicks versus Nets like basketball game or whatever. Breeze, you ain't tell them about it?
Yeah. Yeah, nah, yo, it's July 1st. We gotta be there at 1 p.m. Pier 2, Brooklyn Bridge Park. That's the same place that the Brooklyn Nets do practice in the park in the summertime or in the off season.
But
Man,
yeah,
it's
we
gonna
gonna
be
be
lit.
out there playing ball, but we gonna just be chilling. So you can come play ball, or you can just come chill. We
My
gonna be
ball
talking
playing days
basketball
are
and shit.
over, man. I had arthroscopic knee surgery. My shit is donezo.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
but
right, well,
just you can
just
pull
pull
up
up just
anyway.
to chill. Know what I mean? We gonna
All right,
probably
sound
y'all
like
gonna
a
have a
plan.
grill out there.
Nah, but still pull up to chill. You know what I mean? That's real.
Yeah,
You know what I
sound
mean?
like a plan.
Everybody that came last summer didn't play basketball, but we was all chilling together though. That's a fact. Word, man. Shout out to KVN who run the City the podcast, man. It's the second annual basketball game. We did one last summer. We're doing this one next week Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next week Saturday, July 1st, 1 o'clock p.m. Pull up, man. Shout out to Barry. Barry was there. He came and hoop with us. Barry is nice, man. He can hoop, man. He got some 1v1s next Saturday. I got some 1v1s. I got about 4 1v1s. And you know, I gotta play those 1v1s one game at a time. I can't think about it all at once. You know what I'm saying? How I win this game ain't gonna be the way I win the next game. You know what I mean? Gotta win in different ways, different times. You know what I mean? When you're a winner, you're a winner.
So you gonna play these 1v1s back to back to back to back? Because it doesn't make sense because you're gonna be tired from the first one.
Nah. I think I'm gonna play one and I'm gonna take a break after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless I just watch that first
Unless you that nice where you just watching people like next, like you serving them like McDonald's, like fast food.
Yeah,
Nah.
If it's like that, then it is what it is. Like, but you know, I definitely don't want to underestimate none of the guys that's gonna be out there. We had fun last year. I think it's gonna be big fun, more fun this time. But man, yeah, shout out to This Is JTV, man. Check out his YouTube and subscribe to his page. But yeah, man. But I didn't ask you about the draft picks. You like any of these guys?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like the kid from Kansas, and the reason
that's Jalen Wilson.
Yeah, the reason I like him is he's used to high pressure moments. Like I don't like guys who just play regular basketball. I want to see what you like under the bright lights because that's going to determine what kind of player you are and how you're going to perform. Because playing basketball, you know, in the park is totally different from playing basketball in Rucker Park, playing basketball in like where everybody's watching. That's what I care about. Like I know him, he's built for the moment. He's going to be good. The kid from Duke, he's nice. He dropped to us just based on the fact that he had a foot injury and he got game. He's nice. The only thing I'm skeptical about is the kid from Alabama. Reason being, he shoots threes, but he doesn't shoot them at a high clip in terms of his percentage. And I don't want him to think he got the green light to just shoot threes because this whole stretch 4, stretch 5 stuff is getting out of hand. When you like, just go to the post. Sometimes it's best to go to the post. Like, take a page out of Jokic book. He could just sit there and shoot threes, but when he got a little dude on him, he's spinning, he's backing you down, and he's getting a layup. Because regardless, it's just 1 point extra. If you could get an easy 2, take it. Take it.
Right. I always say that too. You know, I'll be in the park. I'll be watching kids take these 3-pointers. I'm like, yo, you know, it's only 1 extra point. And I'll be trying to teach them about the midi too. You know what I mean? I think a lot of this this younger generation, you know, they value the 3-pointers because it's the way Steph Curry and Golden State Warriors, you know, changed the NBA, to change the game in the NBA. And I think the greatest players, for the most part, scored a lot of their baskets in the mid-range or in the paint. You know, it was never because they were dominant at the 3-ball. And that being said, you see that in LeBron James and you see that in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and
when you say that, when you see what do you see in LeBron James?
That he wasn't dominant at the 3-ball for him to score all those points. Like, he'd shoot the 3-ball, but he not like Steph Curry.
Okay, I thought you was talking about the midi because I've never seen LeBron James with a midi.
No. But that was to my point. Is that
no. I get you. I get what you're saying.
The leading scorers scores
they
more
score the 2
2-pointers
points.
than 3-pointers. You know what I'm saying?
It's easier to score 2 points than threes because at the end of the day, it's more at your disposal. The court is wide open now, where you could just get to the hole. And the thing is, you don't have to always get to the hole and get a layup. Like a pull up, like a little float game. Get a floater. Because if you don't have a midi, get a floater. I'm watching. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard watching basketball sometimes, man. Because I'm like, yo, why these teams play so stupid? But this is what the coaches tell them to do. The coaches are telling them to do this nonsense.
Yeah, I give a lot of credit to them getting a new coaching staff. I think all of these guys being in player development or being known for it is huge in the direction. It says a lot. It says that we want to continue to compete with a young team. And when you think of teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're a young team that went to the play, also went to the play-in. I think, the Brooklyn Nets kind of went that direction. You know what I'm saying? We loaded up on draft picks and we used both of them. But again, I'm saying all that the day after the draft, if the team looked like this in the beginning of the season, I don't know, man. I'm not going to be steadfast on that. I will say I think there's an upside in all 3 of the draft picks. And I don't think we should get Dame. I think we should hold off because we missed out on Dame in 2012 when he was.
We just need a facilitator. I'm kind of mad we didn't pick up that kid, Amari Bailey. If you know what I'm talking about.
Nah, not really.
Amari Bailey. Drake used to date his mother, but he's nice. He is nice.
Oh yeah.
That
I heard
kid.
about it. Now that you mention it like that, yeah.
Like he's a point. He's a point. Like he can score. He can make. We just need a guy because when you look at it, right, Charlotte got a whole bunch of facilitating point guards who don't really get the shot. They got a shot when LaMelo went down because you got Theo Maladone, you got the other Book Knight. These dudes. They're not point guards, but they just know how to facilitate and get other guys involved. That's the thing I want Cam to work on, being a facilitator. You don't have to play the point. You just got to be able to read the court, read the floor, know, okay, if I do this guy's going to lean in. Know who's going to be open, but that comes with you having an actual game plan in terms of how you're going to play offense to know where everybody's going to be.
I think he could add that to his game. I think he stuck with what he knows, how he got to the NBA. Remember, he a young player too. We drafted him when he was a rookie at LSU.
Comes into play.
So,
like
right,
1
right.
year.
But what I'm saying is he wasn't getting no minutes to either. My thing is, don't change the player's skill set. Like they came in the league, they made it to the pros with their skill set. You build off of their skill set. You don't change their skill set. So I want to see a player. I want to see that the Brooklyn Nets do that with the young players that we have, because the competitive teams are the younger teams right now. So you know
who he kind of reminds me of? There was this kid that played for the Knicks. I think his name was some kid. He was like a scorer. He was considered to be like a scoring prodigy when he was young. He's out the league now. He was on the Knicks. I forget his name, and I'm like, yo, when you look at it, regardless of how he plays, his attitude plays a big part because they didn't like this kid's attitude, so he's no longer in the league. But he's a bucket. But the thing is, they didn't like the fact that he didn't listen to the coaching. They would tell him he didn't like to pass the ball because every time he was out there, he saw it as an opportunity to just showcase his skills, opposed to like playing within the team. And I think that's one of the things that they trying to like change about Cam, but I don't think they coached him up to know what he's out there to do. Because when he's out there, it looks like he doesn't really know what the game plan is. But I blame that on coaching and not him, because he's a young player. You got to coach, okay, here's what I want you to do. You can't just have him like, oh, get in the game. And he's like, all right, you put me in the game to score, right? What do you put me in the game for? Am I playing on ball, off ball? Like, what's the scenario? And I don't think they gave him a clip, because the guy could score. Like, you can't tell me the fact that if against the Clippers, if he didn't score almost 40, we would have got blown out. He made it close and interesting.
I hear you. What I'm saying to that is I got a chance to speak to Gilbert Arenas. And when I did, I mentioned Cam Thomas. And he said that Cam Thomas got one of the better work ethics, especially from the young players. And I'm saying if Cam Thomas work on his game and he used this offseason to work on his facilitating, we're going to be good.
Yeah, but he needs that shot, because I'm watching DDJ. DDJ look like he's trying to make a little jump, little leap. I'm watching his little workouts. I'm like, but are you going to be on the team? Because you still, I think they signed him, but his contract is over. And I'm like, they treating this thing like an in and out farm, man. Like, With the amount of players that come in, there's only a few spots, only a few slots for you to play. If you ain't make it now, it's gonna be tough. And I'm seeing nothing but replaces. So I'm trying to see like what the Nets gonna do, because quite honest with you, they still my team, regardless. But I just don't like the front office and the organizational structure, because I really think they need to fix that in order to be in the put themselves in a position to actually win. Because the culture,
we gonna see, man. We
need to
see.
fix the culture. Culture comes first. We need to fix the culture, because I don't know what culture we have right now.
Right now, I feel like I'm about to close out, but right now I feel like, listen, the best thing we could have did is focus on the coach team, and we did go with that. We did go with that.
I think we got a couple more moves, man. I just hope they don't try to swing
I
for
think
the
it's too
fences
early
with
to
Dame.
say. Like you said, the free agency don't start till July 1st. So, there's a lot of time before now the season start, man. I think it's too early to say, but so far, so good. But shout to all the Nets fans. We the best fans, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout to the chat. See you, Barry.
Yo, you better get this kid, man. For real, man. You better get this kid, man.
I got him, man. Shout to the locker room. Shout to, all the fans of the NBA, but shout to the Nets fans. We the best fans. I'm gonna link with y'all later.
Yes, sir.
Big fan preview with the Brooklyn Nets vlog.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y.